Positive energy all the time. Yep, I will be everywhere this year. I'll be on Kick. I'll be on Rumble. I'll be on Patreon. I'll be on Twitch. I'll be gaming on Twitch. I'll let you know about that in a couple of weeks. As soon as I get my new gaming set up, I'll be over there on Twitch with the gaming. I will be everywhere. Good to see everyone. As you know, what's going on, all my people out there on Twitch. Good to see you. I'm repping Chicago, Illinois. I'm going to play all of them, Josh. I'm going to just be playing anything and everything. Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the house. I'm going to be playing everything and anything. Greenboro, whatever the hot game's out, I'll be playing them. Yes, indeed. We have Fresno is in the building. We got Goodyear, Arizona in the building. We got Chi-Town in the building. Yes, we do. Now, for those want to know, you don't know what Kanye did, you got to go look it up. What he said. You know what I'm saying? We got London in the building. We got West Oakland in the building. Yeah. We got New York City in the building. London in the building. Belford, South Carolina in the building. And for those wondering, what did Kanye say? Oh, boy. You have to go look it up. But he said something about doing something with his cousin until he was 14 years old. Wondering why Kanye's recent tweet about his cousin sparked intense backlash online, the rapper shared a deeply personal story from his childhood, linking it to his upcoming track Cousins. The post quickly went viral as users reacted to its sensitive content, sparking widespread attention and online discussion. Here is what Kanye revealed. Kanye reveals past relationship with his cousin. Kanye West tweeted on April 21st about a past traumatic experience involving a cousin, stating that it inspired his upcoming song titled Cousins. In the past, he described an alleged encounter from childhood and connected it to later events in his cousin's life. So, his cousin is a male, and you go look it up and see what he said. We're going to talk about that. Songs are gonna go number one for sure. Songs are gonna go number one for sure. So I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about the whole situation, what people are saying. What was his father doing with that kind of magazine? People. You sold your Yeezys to the pawn shop. People. Mrs. Moore. People have incidences in their life. A lot of these. Good to see you, virtuous. A lot of these incidences are kind of secretly passed down from generations, going back to slavery. Actually, to be honest with you, so a lot of these things have been passed down through slavery. Kanye's crazy, but he's a genius. The song is going to do it. He's going to make a fortune off of the song. I wouldn't be surprised if he make $10 million just off of that one song. It's a method to his madness. They're going to talk about him all the way to the bank. He's going to be looked at as heroic. So for the next year or so, these kind of conversations are going to come up. He's very, he's highly intelligent. I would say he's the number one person with the to get the algorithm and get attention. I mean, you say, early access to pornography could be traumatic. I think abuse. I think somebody forced themselves on you. I think that could be traumatic. But I think I'm not sure if seeing those type of things or experience those type of things are anything that would be that bad. I don't think. I think if somebody uh, forces themselves on you, I think that'd be traumatic. But I'm thinking, because you can only imagine how many times children have walked in on their parents and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would be 100% impossible to keep intimate relationships for a man between a man and woman away from children. I mean, you could do it most of the time. I never seen my parents do it. I mean, just to think about that, it would never get done. It's kind of, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Martell, like I said, he's a genius with marketing. You know what I'm saying? He's Kanye's not stupid. Like he knows exactly what he's doing. He's getting attention, and He doesn't care if it's the worst way because it's not actually the worst way when you look in terms of people go look at it. So think about me going and saying something real crazy and 20 million people look at it. Okay, now what does that say about the 20 million people? You know what I'm saying? I look, it's 100 people over here. Now, what y'all think about? It's 100 people over here. I'm trying to have an intelligent conversation. What y'all think about if I came over here talking something crazy? It'd be 20,000 people over here within an hour. So would that be me? You know what I'm saying? Would that be me? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And so dealing with Kanye, you're dealing with a very highly intelligent person that knows how to get attention and it also has some mental illness and it's like mixed together like a genius with some bit of mental illness, basically. And so sometimes he frustrates me, but I got to remember, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I mean, there's always aggressive people and chilled out people. So you say some children have a predatory behavior. You know, uh, children, children are just curious. So a child might do anything. You know what I mean? A child might do anything. I mean, I could have did just about possibly anything. I don't know how far, but that would determine on my living conditions. Based on my living conditions and my parents, that would be highly unlikely. But you take me and my sister and put us in a totally different home environment, give us two different parents, and I don't know. I don't know what could have happened. Your economic status, your what's going on at the time, it's a lot. Where do you live at? How good are your parents doing at that time? Are they together? Are they divorced? But I think that type of contact with children, I think, is normal. I think what he did is not necessarily normal, but I think just children seeing sexual acts, I think that's normal. Happens more than most people would want to know. I remember being a little boy and my mother decided to get us a babysitter. It was an older girl on the block, and she was our babysitter. But she was young though. But she was old enough to watch us, but she wasn't really no adult. You know what I'm saying? So you basically got a older child watching little kids. So she would take her underwear off and just have a dress on. And we had these bar stools in the basement, and she would sit on the bar stools, and I would ride my bike back and forth under her legs. And I could see everything. I was really interested too. I was on a tricycle or something. I was on some little, so I was probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6. I was little because I was on to ride under her legs. I was little. I was really little. So I might have been 4 or 5, maybe 6. And I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed it. Right. And she was taking me in the bathroom to play doctor on me and all this. I didn't think nothing was wrong with it, so I told my mother we was playing doctor. Messed my whole, messed my fun up. You know what I mean? Running my mouth. So my mother called her mother, and I remember my mother calling. I don't remember what was said, but she got fired. But she was older than me, so when I'm getting in like high school, she's like a young woman, and the vibe was always, you know what I'm saying? Her vibe with me was always strange, I guess shame, you know what I'm saying? I left and went to California. Why, if I would have stayed here and ran into a lot, I would have hollered at her and been like, you know what? It's not a big deal. It's just like a big hit song. It's nothing but a hit song. Let's do it again. We need to do that now that I'm grown. You know, I need to ride up under her legs. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool to me. It was a great experience. I mean, my mother didn't like it. She didn't hurt me. My point is, she was a goofy. She was a kid. She was a kid and I was a little kid. And we was just doing stupid stuff. It wasn't like she didn't know what the hell she was doing, okay? She didn't know. It's not like she was a no senior or nothing. No, she might have been like a eighth grader or maybe a freshman, but she wasn't like no. She wasn't like a young adult. So it's children, and we're male and female, and we have sex organs. So we sexual. We gonna be like that. So I was enjoying it. I was curious, but I didn't know what. No, up to the age of 14 is not confusing once you start a habit of doing something. So once it becomes a habit, and then you start getting a weird arousement from it. You young, you don't understand these feelings, so you wouldn't understand these feelings, and this would be something that you would do all the time on top of all other type of things going on in the home. So now I don't find that to be strange. I find it to be a little unfortunate, but you know, when you got millions and billions and billions and trillions of people living on the planet, I mean, it's going to be all kind of stuff happen based on different situations. You know what I'm saying? I can't really, I don't know what their living situation was like or anything like that. All I know is I was riding my tricycle under a girl's legs. All I needed for her was to be a little more advanced and guide me to do something, right? I don't know what I would have did. I might have did, I don't know. I can't say what I would have did. I know I wasn't appalled. I know that I was riding, I was looking. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. I kept riding under there. That was a nice bridge for a young player. I ain't gonna lie. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I will lay thee down. Basically, I ain't gonna tell no lie. But kids, they may do anything. Kids might do anything. Kids do stuff and don't know what the hell they even doing. That is a fact. Because I was doing a lot of little sexual stuff with little girls when I was little. I ain't gonna lie. When I was little, I ain't gonna say their names, but it's a couple. One of them was my age. We went to school together, and I ain't gonna say no more than that because I don't want to give it away who she was. But we was probably like about mm, we was probably about the fifth grade. I was always trying to fill on that girl and get her clothes off. I don't know why. I don't even know why. To be honest with you, it's just instinct. You know what I'm saying? It was just instinct. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Children do stuff like that. It's grown people conversation. Dude, I know. We ain't no little babies. We ain't no weirdos. I don't think it felt good. I think it was more curiosity. I think it was more curiosity because we really didn't do nothing. We didn't know how to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like curiosity because we didn't know what to do. So I can't really say it felt good. It felt more experimental would probably be a good word because we don't know what we're doing. I mean, if you're a female and you're a male, those feelings are going to be there. They might be slight. I mean, I wouldn't say it's no different depending on the situation, Josh. I'm telling you, depending on the situation, there could be a lot of things that manifested for that to happen. First off, they're younger than I am, so there's a lot of porn at that time. When they first got cable TV, I was in high school. So it had to be from 72 to 76, and they got cable in Chicago. And all us kids know that they had the sex site channel, but you couldn't see it. Your parents had to pay specifically to see that. But say like it's 20, say it's channel 23 is the sex channel. And then you got 25 is another channel. If you would turn to channel 24, you could see the sex channel. It'd be real fuzzy, but you could see it. And so they was at that time, it was the first time a lot of young black girls was getting exposed to girl on girl activity because they was able to go between the channels and see it. So now that's going to create something. Whereas if you don't see it, there's nothing to create. But if you see it, now that could create something. So that's why I say it could be a lot of incidences because a lot of stuff changed when they had where you could look. Yeah, you used to could go between the channels and you could see it was fuzzy, but it was something we shouldn't have seen in high school. Now I never seen it because my parents didn't have cable, but for sure, if my parents would have had cable and the kids at school said they seen it, what I would have did, I would have ran home to look to see what they talking about. I sure would have went and looked. Now I don't know if I would have liked it because I didn't really like stuff like that. I ain't like Playboy magazines, cars with naked women. I didn't. I never really. That's just not my thing. And so now, as far as boys and stuff, ain't no telling what was going on around there. It's more to that because mostly when I was growing up, we was just trying to run behind girls. So for the two boys to be doing something, that just show you there was some type of energy in there. Somebody who knows. I don't want to speculate, but it could have been one of them could have already been touched. I'm not sure, but I do know a lot of the more bad stuff get passed down from generations all the way from slavery. That's why I didn't like The Color Purple. I didn't like The Color Purple because I feel like it could have been a good movie if they would have went back and did more in depth what happened to the brother. It just made it like the brother was just crazy for no reason. But those of us that study slavery and study Jim Crow know there was a backstory, the reason he was like that. They didn't do a good job. They showed it a little bit, but they didn't show it. They showed like one little scene with his daddy, but they should have showed like two scenes. They should have really drove it home what's wrong with him. This what Tupac was talking about, why he got into it with them brothers, because he's like, okay, you got me here. I'm the righteous Muslim and stuff, but you need to show everybody why. And Pac was 100%. If Pac would have been alive, he would have made some of the best movies ever. He would have been at the top of the movie game because he was right. Y'all should have showed us why the brother was a Muslim, why he ain't with the streets. Like, give us a backstory. It only gonna take like 7 minutes. It's not gonna take long to show that. That 7 minutes can make a big difference in a movie. So Kanye come out and say all this stuff. Now Kanye constantly gets on my nerves, but I do give Kanye a pass because what a lot of people don't understand is we don't know his childhood, and Kanye has brain damage. Kanye has brain damage, and any experts with the brain will tell you that if you damage or you bruise the front part of your brain across here, yeah, you will have mental illness seriously, and it's like 100% guaranteed. It's not. They can't say how bad it'll be, but something will be wrong with you if you bruise your brain. I've watched specials on that front part of your brain. So Kanye's brain has definitely been. His head has definitely had serious head. He's lucky to be alive. So there is things wrong with Kanye West. He was always a genius, but then that he's got some brain damage that people forget. You know, people forget that the brother really barely almost stayed, barely lived, and the man got up, got his mouth wired, and did a damn song. Listen, this dude is a genius. No matter he got brain damage. The man, this happened to the man. The man get his jaw wired. He's so genius. He hears Shaka Khan through the wire, and he go take through the wire. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. He crazy, but he's like he's a crazy genius, and he's like 15% crazy, 85% genius. So he's able, because he's 85% genius, he's able to manipulate the crazy to make money. He's able to manipulate the crazy to get money. Yeah, some geniuses is a little, but the ones that got the brain damage, that's a different type of he's like some geniuses are a little crazy, but he has mental illness and which is the different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He has mental illness, which is different than being a little crazy. So he's a genius and a little crazy and mental illness, right? So the little crazy is with the 85%. And he's got the 15% mental illness, which is the mental illness. That 50% mental illness could kill him. He could do something like, you know what I'm saying? Because when that kick in, he could commit suicide or do anything. Just that 15% is very dangerous. Very. So a lot of times when that 15% kick in, he be saying some crazy stuff. And like the public, they need to come out, and just say, listen, y'all, it's just Kanye. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Just tell the people Kanye got brain damage. There's nothing the psychiatrists can do about that. The psychiatrists, people like me, the master in psychiatry and sociology, we could do something about the genius part, the quirky parts a little bit, but we can't do nothing about them bruises on his head that make him, just quirk out and just, most people would assume, that's going to get worse as he age. As he age, that's going to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Because once you bruise the front part of that brain, it really do something to you, and they haven't figured out how to treat that. Which on the side note, y'all hear me talk about this stuff like expand your mind, like read different stuff, look at different documentaries, stop looking at the same stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can tell I watch, that's why I'll be wanting to argue with people because they probably don't watch what I watch. I don't be watching foolishness. I be watching real serious programming. You know what I'm saying? Watch. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Well, they say when the front of the brain. Let me find it. So here we go right here. So, I kind of be like, I kind of feel a little bit sorry for Kanye because I know it came from that car accident. He wasn't like that. See, look. Brain injuries, especially traumatic brain injuries, can significantly impact mental health, leading to a range of emotional and behavioral changes. These changes can include depression, anxiety, mood swing, irritability, and difficulty with impulse control. See, he see his impulses. He just said that stuff. See what I mean? Furthermore, individuals with TBI may experience personality changes, including apathy and social withdrawal. Now, you tell me that ain't Kanye 100%. He changed to how many different people? He changed, experienced personality change. That's Kanye 1,000,000,000%. Emotional and behavioral changes. TBI can disrupt the brain's emotional regulation centers, leading to mood lability, rapid mood shifts, heightened emotional responses, and difficulty controlling impulse. That ain't Kanye. You seen him with the academic? You see how he just changed? No, but you don't know. And then he be talking and he, you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel sorry for him. I ain't going to really rag on him too much. Cognitive impairments. Cognitive difficulties such as memory problems and difficulty concentrating can also contribute to emotional distress and frustration. Impact on daily life. These changes can affect various aspects of daily life, including relationships, work, and social interaction, potentially leading to isolation and decreased quality of life. That's what he got going on. So imagine a person that's a genius. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a person that's a genius. You know what I'm saying? Now we know Kanye. You know, Kanye wasn't like that. Kanye wasn't like that. Kanye was one of them kids that, was like a nerdy kid. Kanye was a nerdy kid. Used to be out there in Riverdale and stuff like that. You know? Kanye was a nerdy kid. He was cool, but he was a nerd. Kanye was like into fashion and dressing like, not want to dress like all the other brothers and sisters. He was kind of on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? He was cool. His mother took care of him. You know what I mean? His mother took care of him. He had a good mother. But he was cool. He didn't have, it was after that accident. That accident changed Kanye. Yeah, that accident changed Kanye. That messed him up. You know what I mean? I be having to sometimes pull back because I be wanting to get on his case, but you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, you know what, man? He did have that car accident. You know what I'm saying? I be expecting too much from him sometimes. I have to keep telling myself, man, Kanye didn't hit his head real hard. You know what I'm saying? We know him from working with payroll way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's what we know him from. In the hood, working with payroll. Rest in peace to payroll. He worked on that song Payroll that Jay-Z took. That started a bunch of beef. Never, never, never change. I never change. That's Payroll song and Jay-Z rapping like him and everything. They didn't even put the brother on the song. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention other things I'm not going to talk about that's confidential that Kanye was doing certain activities and, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This album right here, Kanye, Never Change. Jay-Z took the song. It was a lot of smoke over that. Rest in peace to payroll, though. So we know Kanye from way back in the city. He was a shorty running around. People used to give him money. So, you give him money, he go buy some equipment or a sweater. You know what I'm saying? He was protected. The GDs protected him because he was around a bunch of GDs. And like in the hood, like when you a shorty like that and you talented, the gang members will protect you. Even still today. The only reason the shorties get in trouble because they get to beefing. But if you're a shorty and you ain't beefing and stuff and you got talent, the hood protects you. Like Derrick Rose. The hood protected Derrick. The hood protected Kanye. Kanye was under protection. Folks in them looked out for Kanye. They just didn't want him doing, certain things that I ain't gonna, what I'm saying? But what I'm here to talk about is not that. Of course, right? Because I don't do gossip stuff. So what am I here to talk about? I'm here to talk about since this happened, people been saying when you go through things in life, you got to talk about it. And that's what I want to talk about. Because when you go through things in life, bad things happen in your life. The last thing you want to do is talk about it. That information they're giving you is wrong. When you have some type of trauma or something really bad in your life, the more you talk about it, the more you stay in it. It's like if I spill some peppermint on me, I'm trying to wait for it to dissipate so I don't got to keep smelling peppermint. I'm not going to keep rubbing the peppermint bottle on there. And so, me, as a natural born psychiatrist, I totally disagree with the way psychiatry is being done. I think it's a money grab. Because if you had a psychological problem, a bad breakup, whatever, trauma as a kid, maybe molested as a kid, my job is to get you out of that. My job is not to have you come here twice a month and keep rehashing it. These things, when something happens in your life, it'd be like this. You wanted to settle so you could live your life. But talking about it is not going to get it. It's not going to settle it. It could be as simple as a relationship. If you break up with somebody, don't be talking about that. Talk about something else. Because talking about it and thinking is going to make you think about it, and that can cause depression. So you want to get your mind off of it. And so he has mental illness, but anybody else, I would say never bring that up, what he brought up. Because now it's never going to go away. He's got to hear that for the rest of his life. And psychologically, that is not healthy. Yeah, he said he was doing that stuff with his cousin, but other people are coming in and talking about, so I'm talking about the people that's responding, Ivy. The people that responding, some people are saying, it's good that you talk about it. We need to have this discussion. I'm saying, if society want to have discussion, fine. But the actual patient, when you're going through something, because I've been through things, and the only way I got over it is I left it alone. I was stabbed. I had to learn how to walk. I was attacked for no reason, and it wouldn't help me to talk about that. The only way I could get back to normal is I had to let that go. Because if you don't, it's going to ride your back forever. In my situation, one time I started thinking and talking about it, I almost died. Yes, I was all the way in Maryville. It happened in LA. I'm back in Chicago on crutches in a wheelchair. I'm staying with my girlfriend and mother in Maryville because that's where we was going to come before I got stabbed anyway. And we in our basement started talking about it. I started hyperventilating. That shit almost killed me. Talking about it almost killed me. I'm telling you real, talking about it almost killed me. I wouldn't say I was this close to dying, but I was this close to dying. The ambulance wouldn't have got there quick enough. If I wasn't able to breathe and turn it around and forget about that, I would have died. My whole body just started reacting to that shit. That shit will lock your lungs down, and it will lock your body, and you will die. You won't be able to breathe or nothing. And I could give more incidents than that in my life, like a relationship. I broke up with women way back years ago that I really liked, and we broke up. And if you think about that and talk about that, it'll drive you crazy. The only way you're going to get over a relationship, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Talking about it is no good unless you talk about it to somebody one time. So if you came to me and I was your psychiatrist, you talk about it. Before you leave, I'll be like, okay, now this is the last time you're going to talk about this. You got it off your chest. All right, then. Don't put it back on your chest and get it back off your chest and put it back on your chest and get it back off your chest and put it, because you're going to have to put that back on your chest to get it back off your chest. Let it go, okay? If you think I'm lying, try it. Try it with a relationship that everybody breaks up and have bad relationships. This is what you do, and you're thinking about him every day, ladies. Just take it. And you're going to be thinking about him every day at 99%. The next day, it's going to still feel like 99, but it's actually going to be 98, but you ain't going to be able to tell. The next day, it's going to be 97. It's still going to feel like 99 because you can't tell them little increments. But if you just don't bring it up, try your best to move on. Don't panic because it's in your head. Let it stay in your head, right? Let it stay there. And what'll happen is it'll disappear sometime and come back. Then it'll disappear and come back. And as it disappears, it'll disappear longer and longer before it come back. It'll come back, but it'll disappear for a while. You might be out hanging out and stuff, don't think about it. You get home by yourself and come back. But if you don't talk about it and you just relax, it'll disappear. At one time, it'll disappear and it will not come back. It'll be gone. And so talking about something over and over again is not mentally healthy. It's not. And talking to people about your situation is not healthy. Stop telling people your damn business. That's why when you go see a psychiatrist, it's private. Because you don't want to talk about something. You don't want to talk about something with somebody that can keep bringing it up. See, if you come see me a psychiatrist, once you talk about it, leave, I ain't going to see you no more. Keep your business to yourself. The pain you're going through, keep it to yourself. This idea that talking to people make it better, that's never been proven to be true. I challenge anybody to prove that that's true. That is not true. You have to get that stuff out your system. So let's say there's a spot on the north side. I met a woman up there, and we always go up there, and she always be up there. And we break up. We have a bad breakup. I'm not going up there. I'm trying to not go anywhere where she at. Because I need 2-3 years before 2 or 3 years, I bump into her cool. But I need to bump into her in no time while all that's going on. Because that's not healthy. You got to go get you some business. Because you'll end up carrying that stuff for a lifetime. It'll never go away. You'll always be, you know what I'm saying? When you're going to get over it. So even though Kanye's got issues, that saying that to the public, it ain't going to make it no better. That's not going to help nothing. If people think, oh, boy, he got off his chest, he must feel no. All he did was ingrain it more into his body. Now, he would have said it, and he would have said it or thought it to himself and moved on. Now he said it. Now he got to hear it. How many years? That ain't healthy. He got to hear that. So even though he felt like he was relieving himself when he said it, now he put it out there, now he got to deal with it. How do you stop that extreme trauma? It's only extreme trauma because you want to be extreme trauma. If you got that and you titling it extreme trauma, that's where you're making a mistake. You want it to be extreme trauma. You're making it trauma. You ain't dead. So if you ain't dead, it ain't that serious. JoJo is only serious when you're dead. Anything less of death could be fixed. That's why you die. When it's something happen to you that's too much for you to take, you die. If you don't die, that means you can handle it. Think about it. If you get shot and you don't die, that means you can handle it. If you can't handle it, what's gonna happen? You're gonna die. Okay? So if you ain't dead, then everything is all good. That's got to be your mentality. But your mentality can't be to be alive and still carrying the bag. Oh, I got trouble. I'm just dealing with trouble. That what? That's you want to deal with trauma because you could have been dumped that. You know what I'm saying? Children should tell if anything happened. I mean, what kind of question? I don't understand that question. Children should tell their parents anything and everything. There's no other answer. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on what they call abuse. You out there acting a fool at school, now spank your motherfucking ass, and then you're gonna tell somebody I abuse you. So that I don't know what is the abuse. Because with this weirdo generation now, Ivy, they don't believe you're supposed to be able to spank your kids. You ain't supposed to be able to get the belt to their legs. So it depends on what y'all call abuse. I got to find out what y'all call abuse. Because I'm spanking mine. I don't consider spankings abuse if you out of line. Abuse is beatings for just nothing. That would be abuse. But your ass up at the school acting up. Teacher got to call me. You failing and shit. So I don't know. Europeans want to call that abuse. It's crazy that people that had slaves trying to call spanking abuse the way they used to be slaves. They ain't phony. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, JoJo, if you're alive, you're all right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got stabbed for nothing. Think I give a damn? No. I don't care nothing about that. Oh, my soul, man. I might as well die if I'll be tripping over that. I might as well die. Shit. I might as well have died. You know what I mean? What's the purpose of surviving? That part. I don't give a damn what happened to me. If I don't die, I'm going to be straight. Period. I don't care what it is. I lost both my legs. Okay, give me a joint and my wheelchair. I'm good. I tell my kids and all that shit, don't unplug me. If they got me plugged to a machine, don't unplug me. Put a joint in my mouth or in the tube, in the air tube. Don't unplug me. Don't unplug me. You cannot be woe whiz me. You might as well be dead. The shit over with. Leave it where it happened. You carry that. Oh, and then my mama was just so mean. My mama was so mean. Man, when the last time you seen the bitch? You ain't even see your mama no more. Are you serious? What is you alive for? Hey, whatever happened, the hell with it. That's got to be your attitude. The only reason bad things happen to you, the only reason it upset you, because you won't get it through your thick head till something bad happen to everybody. You think you special. Oh, this bad stuff happened to me. Nigga, bad stuff happened to Everybody. So get your ass in line. Oh no, Pharaoh, not me. I don't want nothing bad to ever happen to me. It's like, you crazy. Is you crazy? What? When I was growing up, the old men used to tell a story. I'm gonna tell it to y'all. There was a man, he was walking down the street and he was real depressed because he had lost a finger. And after a couple of days, he ran into a man that had lost his hand. And they was hanging out. And the man that lost his hand wasn't feeling that good. They ran into a man that lost his whole arm. And they keep telling the story. You know, they man ran into a man, didn't have, lost both hands. You know, so I was like, oh, that was a good story. The old men used to tell that from Alabama and Mississippi. They used to tell that story. That you lost an eye and you feeling all bad, and then you run into a man that's blind. And now you glad you got one eye. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put everything into perspective. Because you alive. So it's like you throwing your life away. You crying about, man, my mama love my brother more than me, man. Like your mama, really? What year was that? See, if you can't see me in psychiatry, you'd be like, if Pharaoh and I was growing up, you know, my mother, I'd be like, okay, what year is it? You'd be like 2025. I'd be like, what year that happened? I think it was 2015. I'd be like, if you don't get your ass out of my office, okay, pay me and get the fuck out of here and listen and go have some fun. This session is over. You are healed. You are healed. I mean, the psychiatry people would hate me because you'll be healed. Don't come back. Don't you bring your ass back in here. Don't you bring your ass back in here crying about that stuff. Okay? Go stand in line. Everybody got it. What is wrong with you? You throwing your whole life away because your mama did something to you 10 years ago. Seriously, are you really serious? With that philosophy, I need to be crying right now. Because I can name about 5 girls I could be crying over. Man, she loved me, man, and then she loved too, and then she did too, and then she did, and then she did. You know, I'd be crying my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. I would be crying my ass off. Man, I would be crying. Ooh, I'd be crying. Oh, I got a whole bunch of stories. I could be crying. I'm not. Oh, hell no. Oh no. Ain't nothing. No. Ain't nothing that serious. It's only serious when it happens. Like if I'm in a bad car accident, it's serious when I'm in the bad car accident. I'm in the hospital. It's getting less serious every day. You know what I'm saying? The accident was the most serious. Now it's less serious. I'm in the hospital. Then I leave the hospital. It's less serious. And then I'm back driving and moving around. Okay, this shit over with. Unless I got a lawsuit. Now, if I got a lawsuit, I'm going to go to court and it's going to be back serious again. I'm going to fall all out for the judge because I got to get a bag. So, yeah, it's going to be real serious. You know, I don't know how to cry, but I have maybe some onion in my pocket and rub it under my eye because I don't got tear ducts. So I got to help myself cry because I don't cry. Real niggas don't cry. So I take some onion in the court, put it on my eyes. So I can, Your Honor, you just don't believe it. Your Honor, you don't believe it. He hit me and he ruined my whole life. You believe me, Your Honor? I'll be in there lying. I'll be in there lying. My whole life is gone. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. My sex drive is gone and everything. I be hitting my woman at night. I told her my sex drive was gone, baby. But in real life, come on, man. Parents can't watch no kids. When y'all say watch no kids, y'all ain't got no kids. You got kids, Bobo? You can't watch no damn kids. How you gonna watch some kids? If my mama could watch me, I wouldn't have been drinking Bacardi and Coke, vodka and orange juice in the fifth grade. My mama could not watch me. Okay, that's all make believe. Watch me how she gotta go to work. How? How my mom was gonna watch me? If my mom would have watched me, I wouldn't have $400 in my room as a freshman for selling reefer. Okay, so she could not watch me, and they was good parents. They was trying to watch me, but they got to go to work. They got to go to bed. I'm outside. Mama's in the house. How's she gonna watch me? Mama's in the house. I'm at the park. Mama's in the house. I'm outside, play catch a girl, kiss a girl. Mama think we just playing. Mama don't know I'm grinding on these girls. It's impossible. You can't watch no kids. You have to try to teach your kids, and you have to keep your eye on them when they come home to see if they change or if they something. And then that's when you pry. Your son come home, he's all distance all of a sudden. What happened? Nothing. What happened, boy? Did something happen at that school? No, mom. I'm going up to that school tomorrow because that's the only place you've been. I go up to school. Why is this boy coming up here? One of the kids gonna tell me. Jeremy was messing with him yesterday, Mr. El-Aton. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell Jeremy at? They gonna tell the kids to tell me, other kids to tell. The other kids to tell. So yeah, you gotta be like that. You gotta watch them as far as not watch them to see what they're doing, but you have to watch their mannerisms. I would agree with that. You have to watch your children, how they acting every day they come home and go and leave. And when they come home one day and they not their regular happy self, something is up. As soon as they get withdrawn. So in that aspect, as far as watching them and how they are reacting to life, yes, I would agree with that. But as far as watching them, trying to keep up, I mean, they're at school. How you know what's going on up there? But you have to look for any type of changes in mood swings. As soon as they become withdrawn, something is happening. So I agree with that. As soon as somebody breathe on them, like any bullying them, whatever, you gotta go up to the school and act a fool. You gotta go do. You gotta be the police. You gotta go in. You gotta shake up the whole. You gotta make the whole school uncomfortable. If they try to make my son or daughter uncomfortable, I'm finna make all y'all uncomfortable. I have all y'all at Pelican Bay. So the real, I'm finna have the whole school. Nobody finna be comfortable. Facts. So in terms of bullying, and you find out somebody bullying, I don't know what's up with you young people. You know, we used to have a thing that we would go get when we had bullies. We had something that we used to get for bullies. I don't know why y'all don't got that no more. Why y'all don't got the little thing we used to have, the thing we had for bullying. We had black people used to have something to prevent bullying. How y'all don't got it? We had a thing called cousins. You go get your cousins. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, y'all don't got that no more, huh? If I go to the school and the brother's trying to outnumber me, that's all right. I'm finna go get my cousin. My cousin's coming up to the school. And if you grew up in the hood in the black community, you know, don't nobody want to see nobody cousins. Because we gonna go get the bad cousin that love to fight. So I don't know. I don't know why y'all letting these kids get bullied. I don't know why y'all don't drop their cousins up there. Because even if it's one of my children, you going too far, I'm gonna straighten it out. But if I couldn't, I'm gonna I'll fly one of their cousins in. I borrow my sister's kids or anybody. Hey, go up here. This little boy keep playing with her. Go up here and give him a little straightening on my soul. Unfortunately, I don't gotta do that because I'm the monster. And I don't, if a kid threatening my kid or whatever, I go and I intimidate the parents. I go straight to the source. Hey, listen, if you don't get a little rotten here, whatever, woo up the bam. We going all the way there. Like we could go right there right now. I'm like, we could go right now. Tell your little boy to sit down or his daddy gonna get dealt with. Yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get a life, you know what I'm saying? You already unzipped because you're on social media. You already lost. You're on social media with fake names and stuff. You need to get a job or occupation or something, because you're a real loser. You making up fake accounts, bro. You need to go fix yourself. You got time to make a fake account? Your life sucks. Your life really sucks. You can't hide the fact you're a loser. We know behind that typing is a real loser. Because I don't got no time to do none of that. You need to get a life. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for trolls. I really do. That's got to be horrible. You ain't got nothing to do but to make up a fake names and stuff and get on the internet, waste of time. Ain't making a dollar. What a loser. Want me to argue with a loser, bro? I'm not finna go back and forth with no loser. Get the hell out of here. What? Come on, bro. Maybe somebody would go back and forth with you. Another loser like LL without the cool J. So yeah, the people are saying, when you have things, because I do counseling, it's in the description. You can hit me. I do counseling. I charge to do counseling. I'm one of the best because I'm only gonna talk to you one time about it. So you're gonna pay that fee, and you ain't gotta worry about me robbing you, getting another fee and another fee and another fee and another fee. We're gonna set you straight quick. It don't take that much. Because at the end of the day, if you got something bothering you, the best advice is for somebody to tell you what you have to do to get yourself away from that bothering you. And then it's up to you to free your mind so your ass will follow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's all speculation, Inca. That's all speculation. The Diddy thing and who's on that. I don't even go down there because the internet will say anything. Inca boxing. So, you know what I'm saying? Dad, if I was at the Diddy party, that wouldn't do nothing to me. That wouldn't do nothing to me. If I was at the Diddy party, that wouldn't do nothing to me. If you drugged a bunch of women and then I came to the party and I had sex with them, that wouldn't do nothing to me because I don't know you drugged them. I'm just here partying. So it ain't nothing wrong with all of us in a big room having sex. That's legal. Diddy's in trouble because he's flying people all around and he was forcing people to take stuff. That's why he in trouble. Other than that, being at the Diddy party will not have you in trouble. That's all false. That's just make believe shit. He not in trouble for having a freaky party. He in trouble for trafficking and for rubbing stuff on people without their will and threatening people and all that. He ain't in trouble for having no party. If you went to jail for having a bunch of hoes at the crib doing all kind of crazy shit, I need to been under the jail. I would have been under the jail. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Oh wow. So guilty. Lock me up. I know it wasn't a Christian thing to do. So I ain't gonna go from one extreme to another. I used to have parties every weekend. It wasn't as big as Diddy parties, but the ratio was about the same: 7, 8 girls and just me, and maybe one or two other brothers that might pop by. We was outnumbered. But no, I don't look down at people at the Diddy party. I don't look down at people having gay sex or none of that. I don't look down on adults for doing adult stuff. I only look down at you if you're drugging somebody or if you're doing something crooked to do it. But if everybody volunteering, don't bother me none. I think the sex trafficking part is bogus because if I go pick up a shorty in Florida and then we come up here and then she go to the freak party, how you gonna call that sex trafficking? I mean, sex trafficking would be somebody paying me and then I fly her down to have sex and come back. But if I pick her up and we come up here and then we have sex, how is that sex trafficking? Because you can't prove that I picked her up with the intent to have sex with this particular person. We know we was gonna have sex, but I mean, come on. So if I meet a girl in Florida and she start liking me and we start dating a couple of days and I say I'm going to Chicago and she come with me and we come back, is that sex trafficking? I have sex with her. And is she a freak? So she have sex with some other dudes too. That's sex trafficking? I don't know. I think they need to make like come on, define what is sex trafficking. Like seriously. Plus, they need to change the rules like they did R. Kelly, where the girl was legal when she got on the plane, but she illegal when she get off the plane. How the hell the laws change in the sky? You should be charged based on what the laws was when you got on the plane. So if I could fly with a girl 18, but she got to be 21 in Florida. If I fly with her legally from Chicago at 18, I should be legal when I land there. We didn't leave from there. So how you going to charge me with Florida laws? We left from Chicago where she was legal to get on the plane. She can't turn illegal in the sky. Who was a pimp? I wouldn't say he's a pimp. He's just doing what he do. If that's the case, I was a pimp. When you got money and you out here, it be a lot of women. And when it's a lot of women and you're young and there's money, it's a whole lot of sex and freaky shit going on. So I ain't really into it because you'll have a whole bunch of perverts on here disrespecting Diddy that do the same shit. So you can't go by the social media and people on there be a bunch of hypocrites. So if it's 2, 3 gay dudes at the Diddy party, that don't got nothing. Ain't none of my business. I ain't finna judge though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be God, but ain't nobody godly. You know what I'm saying? Which one of y'all is God? Stand up, whichever one. Whoever without sins, you throw the first stone. That's why you ain't seen me did all that Diddy shit, because I don't know what happened. I got to see the facts. I know Casey a lie. Bitch could have been left. Casey is full of shit. You kept coming back. So what he do? Drug you to come back? See, I wouldn't give her a quarter. She a liar. Girl, you went to the shit. She just like them girls with R. Kelly. They go to the stuff and then say, and then he had me, and he had me. Ain't nobody had you. You could have been gone and never came back. The only way you could say he had you is he came and drug you back like he did in the hallway. But if he didn't drag you to all them parties and you went voluntarily, girl, Cassie is so full of shit. She was a freak and she was with it. And she helped women get there. She better be glad she wasn't playing me. I would have told everything. Y'all think she wasn't a bottom bitch and she didn't get other bitches to come? Come on, man. That's how we get all them women. Women bring them. Let me tell you something. Women bring them women. Any pimp will tell you that. All them women I had in my apartment, one woman brought them. So they can go to court and say, Pharaoh, I didn't even know you. She called you and you jumped in the car and you went and you was with whatever. Y'all started doing shit before I even joined in. Get the fuck out of here. Women go get them women. And then women be lying. And look, if you look back in white America, white man come home. A man run out the back door. His wife naked in the bed. It's his best friend. If she tell him that she's sleeping with his best friend, he gonna hurt her. So she tell him what? That's a black man. He raped me. Or grape. I gotta say grape. Oh God. When are we gonna be adults, YouTube? Grape, rape. What is the difference? It's not petty, huh? So she's gonna say a black man raped her. I don't know why he didn't strawberry or a raspberry. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. I'm telling you, man. And nobody's fighting for free speech. It's just sad. That's a whole nother video. But yeah, he raspberried her. He should have never gave Cassie a quarter. He wouldn't be in jail right now. He in jail because he gave her $30 million. You shouldn't have gave her nothing but some hot dick and bubble gum. That's how she gave her. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no pimp. That's for sure, because a pimp wouldn't have gave her shit. You know what I'm saying? That bitch better have my money. I'm not getting. He ain't no pimp. Don't say he was no pimp. He wasn't pimping. I know I could have been a pimp. I wouldn't have gave Cassie shit. So Diddy wasn't no pimp. He was just a high fool out there tripping. He was high. That's how he made all them mistakes. He was getting high on his own supply. That's what took Diddy down. That's why Aaron Hall's on the run. Drugs. R. Kelly, drugs. See, that's the ecstasy era. I could go into that whole thing, what really happened. That's the ecstasy era. When I went to high school, what they call ecstasy used to be called MD. Used to be called MDA. That was that old school. That was the old school, the original ecstasy. Same thing. It's the same chemical. They be giving this stuff new names. That's some dangerous stuff. I'm telling you. Ecstasy, MDA, that's like some witchcraft. That's like some witchcraft. I'm going to tell y'all straight up. I'm going to tell you something. With that ecstasy, that MDA, the original stuff MDA, yeah, you might wake up, you might go to prison, for real. That's some Luciferian satanic drug, for sure. I was in high school, and I had some. It was called MDA, and me and my girlfriend took it. I used to go to her house at night because her mama worked the night shift, and I'm a senior. She, I think, like a sophomore, and her mama didn't want me over there all night. But you don't get out till 7:30, so bye. So I'm over there, and I take it, and I don't remember. I don't remember nothing but like moments. Like I remember us rolling over on the bed or something. Then I remember us rolling this way, but I don't remember nothing. But like a movie, like they show in a movie where it be blurry and they show ha 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 ha, and then they show another scene. It was just like that in real life. But whatever we was doing, we did it all night. but I don't remember nothing. And I had little flashes of like rolling around on the bed. That's it. I couldn't see the sexual acts or nothing. I said, I ain't never taking that stuff no more. I was not there. Swear to God. I could have woke up and she could have been dead or unalive. Oh God. I gotta sit down and practice saying great, unalive. I don't know how your content creators do that stuff. I guess y'all thirsty for the money more than me. I could have woke up and she was unalive. You know, I'm telling you, it's like some of this stuff is satanic. That stuff is like the devil. Real talk. There's nothing godly in it. Can't remember nothing. But I know we got out all night. I don't remember. I don't know what the hell we was doing. She wasn't on it. I was on it. I don't think. I don't know if I gave her none or not. I can't remember. I might have. I doubt it. I might have, but I doubt it. We ain't give nobody else nothing. We would just do it. You gotta want it on your own. I ain't giving you nothing. But I don't know. I don't remember that part. But I know. I don't remember nothing. But I stayed. I was up all night. We was rolling around in that bed all night, which is not normal. For hours. I don't remember nothing. I don't remember when we started. I don't remember when we took our clothes off. I don't remember nothing. That's the kind of stuff Diddy and them was up in there messing with. That stuff like it's Luciferian. I'm telling you. I didn't never take that no more. I was like, I don't know what happened, but I know I didn't like the fact I don't know what happened. I could have strangled her to death right there. And you be up the whole time and don't remember nothing. You don't black out. You be up. And you are not there. You're there physically, but there's no recording. Like right now, I'm recording. My mind is recording. I know what I'm saying. No, you're not recording nothing. It's like your recording come on for a second and go off. And maybe an hour later, it come on and go off. And then maybe 2 hours, it come on and go out like that. You don't remember nothing. I swear to God. Yeah. Yeah. Some of them things is satanic. I'm telling you, man. You will mess around, wake up in prison. You will wake up in prison. Don't know what you did. The only way you'll know what you did if somebody got it on video camera. You'll be looking at it like, I don't remember. They say that's you, ain't it? And you going to prison. And you don't remember nothing. I could have got my hands around her throat and just kept squeezing until she died. I wouldn't even know what I did that shit. And wouldn't even been trying to kill her. Just crazy. I don't tell them what I ain't thinking because I'm not even there. Just the physical body is there. I'm telling you, man. I agree 100%. It opens you up for demonic possession. I would agree 100%. I would agree 100% that it opens you up for something to take over your body. I would definitely agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. I never heard it called walk-ins, but you 100 billion, trillion percent right. I got to look that word up, walk-ins. I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's probably what happened with me. Because who was doing all that? Because I wasn't. See what I'm saying? So who was doing everything? Because I wasn't doing nothing. That's why they call stuff angel dust, but it's fallen angel dust. They don't tell you that. Because who want to mess with some dusty ass angels? You know what I'm saying? Dusty angels. That ain't good. You dusty because you got kicked out of heaven. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Have I seen Sinners? What is Sinners? I don't know what that means. Oh, the movie? No. It's a movie called Sinners? No. I don't think. I don't go to the movies. Let me see. Cause they be garbage. I wait till that shit come out free. Now I haven't seen it. Everybody talking about it. What it's about? It's on trying to leave their troubled lives behind. Twin brothers return to their Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. Oh, okay. No, I'll probably wait till it come out. Would you gotta go to the movies to see it? Where is it showing at? The movies? Let me see. All right, IMAX. I would watch it. I just don't go to the movie theater. The movie theater is trash. I like to drive in, but the movie theater is just trash, man. They don't got no good food. They don't got no good snacks. The popcorn is poison. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them talking about it. I just didn't know that's what. Uh, why is lust so hard to get rid of? I mean, lust is not that hard to get rid of. Lust is something that you have because you volunteer to have it. So, in other words, you volunteer to lust. Like I'm a vegan, so I don't lust over the hamburger because I decided not to eat it. Twins worked for Al Capone, stole his beer, came back to Clarksville, Mississippi, opened up a juke joint. Okay, I might go check it out. That's probably gonna be pretty good. I don't like the movie theater though. I'm plant based. I'm a vegan. I go to the movie theater. They don't got nothing. Last time I went to a movie, that was about a couple months ago. I went with my daughter. My daughter came out of town. And her and her mother went to the movies and they wanted me to come meet them at the movie. So I went to the movie with them. The goddamn water cost $7. Wasn't nobody in the motherfucking movie theater, right? A bottle of water, $7. I spent a whole bunch of money on nothing. I can't eat the popcorn, it's trash. It's just a bad experience. They ain't got no natural good snacks or nothing. And they charge you $7 for a bottle of water. Come on, man. Hey, come on. They rob you at the snack bar. So it's like, I don't want to go see no movie and get robbed. And people take it. Y'all take it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was at the airport, they tried to sell me a bottle of water, $7, $8, $9, little ass bottle of water. I said, man, people, man, why y'all let them do that like that? Always shop for IMAX screen. Yeah. I'll see it one day, but I ain't going to the movie theater to see that stuff. I don't like the movies. Yeah, I don't like the movies. I just don't like the movie theater. I hadn't been in a long time and I ain't going back in a long time. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't like the movie theater like that. I could see it whenever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no person got to see it like that. Wait till that shit come on cable TV. I definitely don't like the movie theater. I ain't like the movie theater since I was a shorty, since I was like a little kid. Yeah, I never, I ain't, you know what I mean? But you know what messed me up with the movies? Blockbuster. See, because you know what I'm saying? In the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Blockbuster just ruined my whole vibe because, Blockbuster was the lick. Children get out of school on the weekend, your wife at home, boom. You go pick the children up, go out to Blockbuster. If you got three children, they all pick a movie. You could get five movies, you pick two more movies. Then you go home Friday night, and now you got a whole weekend with your family. A nice, quiet weekend at home in the comforts of your own home. You can cook what you want. You can eat what you want. The children have bought some snacks from Blockbuster. So like that after that, I was like, that's the best experience. You know what I'm saying? And I used to get the children's movie, a movie for my queen, and then I would always get the black movie. Any new black movie, I get it. And so that's why I lived in Harvey. So we watched the children's movie like Friday. Then Saturday we watched the Queen's movie. Then Sunday they come and say, okay, let's watch Pharaoh movie. Right? So the joke was, we're gonna watch Pharaoh movie. He didn't win about a black movie. We don't even know what this is. All I cared was the black people on it. It's a new movie out. And they'd be like, okay, we're gonna watch Pharaoh's movies. And I'll tell you something. Some of them movies was real good, like unheard of movies. Like one I went to see with the dude from Onyx was in it. It was fire though, but he didn't get no. It was fire. It was really good. So once Blockbuster went away, I never went back in the movie theater. But I never liked the movie theater anyway. I always liked the drive-in. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to movies as a little boy to watch karate movies and stuff, but my parents used to take us to the drive-in, and the drive-in was fire. Especially when we used to go to, because they had swings and stuff out there in front of the screen. So your parents get there about 6, 7 in the evening while the sun's still up. And you go play in the park. They had a park in front of the screen. Then the sun go down, and then you go get the snacks in a little inside place, and then come in the car. You got blankets and stuff. Mom and daddy sitting in the front, they all hugged up. You don't know what he's up in there doing up in the front with her. You in the back. Sometimes they bring a blanket and we'll lay on the roof of the car outside, and they had a little speaker thing, and you can hear the movie because it's on everybody's speaker. You, oh man. And your daddy and mommy got fried chicken and stuff hid in the trunk. You know what I mean? Yeah, they used to have fried chicken and food all hid, right? Because they didn't want you really to bring it in, but they would smuggle it in. That was fire. I never really liked the movie once I got older. I liked the movie when I was in like sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade. You know what I mean? Good to see you, baby Lane. But the brother's trying to make some money. He got a money part. I might just go and pay just so he can make some money though. I might just go to pay. I'm gonna have a jacket on. I'm gonna have me some more popcorn. I might go on in there. I might go see it just to help them make some money. Let's go on, just do it. I just like being in the home. Cause I was a big weed smoker, so shit. We, I like being at home. I like being at home where I could pause it, go to the washroom and all that. I could rewind it. What do you say? Because I really be wanting to hear everything. I pause and rewind. You know what I mean? So look, y'all support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't make no money with YouTube. They say I'm bad. And to get back to what I was trying to tell y'all, if you have issues and stuff, don't talk about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like if you feel like something's in your head and it's driving you crazy, then you might need to go see somebody to talk to, right? But if you're gonna talk to somebody, don't talk to nobody you be around a lot. Talk to somebody you don't be around that much. So if you're around your mama a lot, but you ain't around your daddy that much, talk to your daddy. But one time, talk and get it off your chest, and you should be all right. But don't keep talking about nothing that's bothering you. That's going to make it keep bothering you. And don't get upset. I talked to a brother the other day. He said he broke up with his woman and he's still thinking about it. It's been like 5 years, 6 years, something like that. I told him, well, that's natural because you ain't replaced her with another woman. So until you replace her with another woman, she gonna always be on your mind, especially when you by yourself. So I told him that was normal because he didn't think it was normal. I was like, oh, that's normal. That's normal. That shouldn't bother you. You thinking about it, okay? You ain't got nobody else to think about. That's all that is. You got to get somebody else to think about. But it was bothering him, and that's where he's making a problem at. I'm trying to tell him, be comfortable with thinking about it. It's natural. So once you look at it as natural, it ain't going to bother you. Because sometimes people break up and you wish you get back with them, but they get back with them for what? To break back up again? Because that's probably all that's going to happen. What you going to do that for? If you break up with somebody and you miss them, you think about them, think about all the arguments. And you'd be like, I don't know if I want to go back to that part of it. You cool, I love you, but it was days I didn't care for you too much. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep focusing on them days. Because you mess around, you go get back in a relationship, and them days pop up. You're like, we shouldn't have did this again. You know, we was right, and we was right. We was right. You know what I'm saying? Basically. And whoever break up, the other one got to beg for you to get back together. Don't have nobody break up with you and then you go beg them back. Hell no. They the ones got to apologize and prove to you they want to come back. Other than that, the hell with them. Don't go chase behind nobody broke up with you. You crazy? Let the door hit them with a good Lord split them. You'll be all right. If you got problems in your life and stuff like that, everybody do. That's all you got to think. What bothers you is you isolate and you think it's you. And you don't want nothing bad to happen to you. You got to realize it happened to everybody. So why are you trying to be special? Why are you tripping because you had a bad experience? That's where you're making your mistake. Right now, if you feel bad about something, you make your mistake because you thinking that you're not supposed to, but everybody else do too. And some people it's even worse. So yeah, you right now you feeling bad about something happened, but there's a child over there in Palestine got their leg blowed off and their mom and daddy gone. You got to put stuff into perspective. So the worst thing you could do is like make yourself so big where you feel like nothing bad should happen to you when bad stuff happening to everybody on the planet have bad experience. And once you think like that, you be like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, this is life. But when you like, and me and it did this to me and me, and you start personalizing, then you're taking it out of perspective. You starting to feel sorry for yourself. like you special, like you was like some kind of special being and nothing bad was supposed to happen to you, which is totally ridiculous. This is what this is what I tell people all the time. And listen to this, and this the most important thing I can tell you. When something bad happened to you better hurry up and get over it before the next thing bad happens. Because it ain't like one bad thing gonna happen. Okay. So if something bad happened and you stay down here, if you get back up, at least you get back up for the next bad thing happen. But if you stay down here too long, then you try to get up, then the other bad thing happen. It's like, bro, you should have got back good for the next bad. That's how you gotta think. Cause it's coming. It's always some bullshit going on. Always something. It's different levels how bad it is, but it's always something. Always. Even your car. You just fixed this. Now it is. We don't talk about the kids in Chicago no more. Jamie ain't putting it in the media. Talk about what kids? I don't know. I don't know. What you mean don't talk about the kids as far as what? And who is we? Okay. We don't talk about the kids no more. I ain't been watching J-Man. He kind of got corny. He got kind of corny. Sometimes brothers they be having a thing going on, then they lose it. You know what I'm saying? So he getting kind of corny. You know, I ain't saying that to diss him. You know, I mess with the homeboy like Big Homie CC. He getting kind of corny. He got all locked in with Loose Cannon and them and Whack, and it damaged him. Now he's not really popping us. You know, he's not different. You look at him different. These brothers be locking themselves in with the wrong stuff, be messing up they flow. But when you say not talking about the kids no more, what you mean? I mean, I think I've seen them talking about the kids as how? Like disrespecting somebody's kids or something like that? What you mean by that, maybe, when you say we're not talking about the kids in Chicago no more? What you mean? I think I know what you're talking about, but I'll be watching so much stuff, I got to make sure. What you mean not talk about the kids? What was they saying about the kids? The trauma. I don't know what you mean. They trying to push peace, but you know what I mean? They trying to push peace. It's been more quiet this year in Chicago, less shootings. I don't know if it's because they push a peace or everybody already locked up. I could do a whole live on that. They trying to get the shorties to be. They trying to get the shorties to be peaceful, but they ain't got nothing for the shorties to do. So they don't like them taking over downtown. They don't like this and that. But ain't nobody providing no outlets for them. So I just feel like, okay, what they supposed to do? That be confusing me. Like, what you want, what y'all want them to do? You ain't providing nothing for them to do. The young shorty, they don't have the mindset to hang out. They're not socialized. So ain't no way you're gonna be able to take some young black youth that's not socialized and get peace. They not socialized. They don't know how to hang out without fighting and shooting. Where they gonna learn that at? So that's what's up with that, y'all. If you got something going on in your life that's bothering you, welcome to the club and stop thinking about it so much. Get you some business, get you something to do. And if it just feel like it's just too much, that's because you putting too much pressure on yourself. You putting too much pressure on yourself and you not really enjoying life. You letting whatever you thinking about affect you going out living your life. You got to reprogram yourself. Like that should not be affecting you enjoying life. You as a drama king or a drama queen, and you like, oh well, where's me? Oh, it's so bad, Pharaoh. Oh, what do you do when this happens? You're overdoing it, over whooping. You know what I'm saying? And you really the problem. You really creating the problem in your own mind, psyching yourself out. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my advice to people that went through something or that, you gotta let it go. That's it. It's not gonna never go nowhere unless you let it go. It's not gonna just leave out your mind. You gotta get it out your mind. And the way to get out your mind is stop thinking like a special, like you special and that you shouldn't have no problems. And that's why it bothers you so much. Because you just can't believe you had a problem. I don't know why you can't believe it. Everybody else got a problem. Everybody got problems. What you want to do is you want to conquer the problems. You want to get a thrill out of not letting nothing bring you down. The main thing you want to do is you want to enjoy the fact you're still alive. If you ain't dead, you winning. If you ain't dead, you winning. I don't know what you're crying for. Because if it would have been that bad, you'd be dead. And that's what you got to always remember. If you're not dead, it wasn't that bad. Remember that always. And support the channel. Victory.